for the Warriors. 4-point game on the floor for the Clippers. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubats in at the center position. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Oh, this is Zubats. He's such a team-first guy. He finds an open teammate.
Damn.
The ball where it needs to be.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the new group getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Payton. Moody's checked in for Podziemski. And Hield is subbed in for Curry. Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Ben Simmons comes in for James Harden. Counted from distance.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
Leonard against Kuminga. Zubats high post. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. Pass to Dunn. Over Moody. The shot by Dunn, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Moody, good.
Well, Hield knows you're going to give him a significant amount of attention. He uses that to find the open teammate.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Simmons, and slam dunk by Simmons.
Oh,
and look at those moves in the post, and the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Moody from outside. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors ahead, leading by 9. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Moody is out there with Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors 5. Jones from outside. The rebound by Moody.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Clippers trail by 13. Left side, Simmons. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Simmons has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, Simmons, guys, always encouraging him to fire from the mid-range. Nice delivery there.
and just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Has checked in for the Clippers. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Los Angeles.
And they haven't taken too many corner threes tonight. It's a nice shot to have. It forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
You take the crib, right?
Clippers trail by 15. Now Dunn. Pass to Zubats. Back to Dunn. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, just superior athleticism. Chris Dunn soaring for the jam with that impressive vertical.
And Doris, the Clippers, new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. So it's Los Angeles now. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Dunn. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big...
Mr. Hill deciding to show you he's got a little athletic ability. How about that finish?
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Clippers trail by 21. Pass to Coffee.
Coffee? That his name?
Halt the
Coffee?
run.
I want some
Kuminga pulls
coffee.
it in. And so Kuminga will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Still telling. I mean, oh, I need to time out.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Payton's checked in for Moody. And Podziemski's subbed in for Hield. Now here's Jones. No made baskets yet. Harden. And he converts the layup.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Harden, the pass to Jones. Leonard for 3. Warriors with the rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
From out.
No, 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 no. No, 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 baby. No, no, no. What? No, 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 baby. No, no, no.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Payton, and it's Green in at the 5, home in the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And Leonard gets it to go.
This team
they
relies
got
on
back?
that shot from Kawhi.
Okay.
Warriors leading by 20. Here's Curry with the 3. It's good from long range. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
Curry with the steal. Here's Green. Here he goes. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And it's in there.
I see that by a minute.
Ingenuity from Leonard there. He sees the opening and then just makes the right read.
Out to Payton. Curry outside. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Harden, no good. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pass to Eubanks for the 3. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Los Angeles Clippers.
The defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you got to beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
They call lazy,
And guys, now let's see what games have yet to tip off. Out in Indiana, it'll be the Pacers against the 76ers. Tip-off is 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to be close.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
That shit crazy, yo.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, baby girl. Oh, what's that? What's up? Wait a minute.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Bogdanovich is out there with James Harden, and it's Zubac in at center, filling out the middle. And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks. Brett, what do you think of that approach?
Well, BA, if you look at the success of the draft,
all that
50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Well, Bogdanovich coming right back down and going right back at it.
Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. The three is up. Butler's got 18.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
No call here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Brett, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regular season, even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. Number 5 is Kawhi Leonard.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Harden, the pass to Powell. Now Zubac, green covering. Back to Powell. Over Payton. Powell's shot is off.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Too far. Too fucking far, nigga. What? You know how we do. In the NBA, baby. You know what I did in NBA?
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Green, and it's Payton in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impact the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. And it's Curry at the elbow. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Launches it. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, the D has gotten a little bit lax here. Defending the
Do it again.
Now, here is
Harden. Do it again.
He's got it. No good again that time.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
What the hell?
And as James Harden enters his mid-30s doors, he's still able to put his fingerprints all over a game.
It's so true, Kevin. Rumors of his supposed demise have been greatly exaggerated. This guy's able to create shots for himself and his teammates at an elite level.
Now, but Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Puts up a 3.
Oh, like, wait a minute. Who watching this? Nobody, okay.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Bogdanovich is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. Bogdanovich, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
And here are the Clippers now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Zubac with a screen on Curry. Harden, the pass to Zubac. To end the run. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Podziemski's shot is good.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. Outside Podziemski. Here's Payton. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Curry with a steal. Here's Green. Here's Bogdanovich. 3-pointer. The rebound by Payton.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
They get the rebound. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game.
No. No. What? That's how we do, baby.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Payton, and it's Green in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Curry.
Wait a minute.
Crispy chicken.
Before we announce the next winner, ready for some more 2K TV Interactive Paint Protect.
And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers.
Wait.